Steele, editor-in-chief of Epicurious.com, and you're watching Around the World in 80 Dishes. Today we're making the quintessential dish from Ireland, Irish soda bread. And we're making it here with Eric Castell from the Culinary Institute of America. Chef, thank you so much for making this with me.
No problem.
All right, so show me how to make it, Chef. What do we do first?
Okay, first thing is we're going to take our flour here, and we're going to sift it with our sugar, our baking soda, and a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and add the sugar in here, and we're sifting all of our ingredients so we can get everything well dispersed throughout, and make sure there's no lumps either. The next thing we're going to add is our butter here, and we're going to do all this by hand. So I want to take this butter and I want you to rub it with the flour.
Okay, and this is unsalted butter?
Unsalted butter, and we just want to rub it and break it down real fine. You could use a pastry cutter, you could even do it on the mixer, but why not get your hands a little dirty?
Exactly, that's the fun of making Irish soda bread. So Chef, I know that we're using butter here, but our recipe actually calls for shortening, so it's the same process, right? You're just...
Yes, same process.
Okay.
What you're doing is almost like you're making pie dough.
Okay.
You're cutting in the fat, breaking it up, getting little particles of fat in through the flour.
Okay.
Now we're ready to add the caraway and the raisins.
The whole thing?
Whole thing.
All right.
All measured out. All ready to go.
Nice. Could you use golden
You
raisins?
could use golden raisins. Another thing you could do is add cranberries.
Oh, dried cranberries?
Dried cranberries or dried cherries, you know. Dried cherries aren't cheap, but, you know,
Right.
if you like to have something different.
Yeah.
Now we're going to add our milk here.
Okay. Is this regular milk or buttermilk or?
I'm using buttermilk. Buttermilk's going to add a little acid to it and also help to activate your baking soda a little.
Should I use my hands with this?
Yes.
Okay.
And at this point, we can actually take it out, and we're going to put it on the table and work it the rest of the way.
Okay.
Work everything in there.
Get this bad boy ready. Okay. Show me what I'm doing.
Okay. At this point, when you need, you want to bring it over
Oh.
and then press in a little.
Okay, so you're pushing in, folding over in half, and pushing down.
And then I'm even turning the dough over. You can see the dry is always at the bottom. We want to make sure we get that in. Patting it down. At a certain point, we can even take the dough, break it up just like we did earlier in the bowl to help to get everything else to incorporate here.
Is there such a thing as over kneading it?
We can over knead it, but it's going to have to come together. Then we would start over kneading. And at this point, we only need to work this for about 30 seconds on the bench a little.
Really?
That's it. We don't need a lot of gluten structure here. So we're just looking to bring it to a homogeneous mass here.
Okay.
Why don't you take over?
Yeah. I was waiting for you to ask me.
You're enjoying that.
I am. So do we let this rest or?
No, we're not going to let it rest. We're going to get it all together here. So we want to make sure we get everything off our table here.
Okay.
Okay. At this point, I just want to roll it a little oblong so we can equally divide it into two pieces. So would you like to divide it
All
into two
right.
pieces?
So I just cut straight down?
Straight down the middle there. Good.
That was good.
Okay. So now at this point, what we want to do is take the loaf and just fold it over in half.
Okay.
Give it a quarter turn. We're going to fold it over in half one more time.
Give it a little push.
Yep. Quarter turn.
Okay.
One more. Okay. Now at this point, you see you have all your seam here
Yes.
next to you. You want to put all that underneath.
Oh, like that.
Yes.
Okay.
And now at this point, what I want to do is I want to cup the bread. I want to get a little bit of dough right down there and just pull it a little towards me. Now give it a quarter turn.
Okay. And do it
We're
again.
going to do that one more time.
And what is that doing?
What we're doing is we're tightening it. You see it's getting tighter.
Yes.
And what we're doing is just tightening that outer wall there.
You're making
And
it like
quarter turn every time.
a rugby football or something, right?
Yep. And we're done.
Oh, wow.
We have a nice ball.
That's pretty easy.
Yep. Now we're going to put it on our baking sheet here that's been oiled. We're also going to take a little cornmeal and sprinkle the tray with a cornmeal.
Okay. So this prevents it from sticking? Is that why we do this?
Yes, we oiled it, and the cornmeal is going to help to break it loose a little.
Okay. Is that enough?
Yes, ma'am. Then we're going to put two on this tray, so we want one over here, one over here. We're going to now sprinkle some flour on top.
Just like this?
Yes.
Too much?
No, a little more so you get it all over.
Oh, more?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I thought I was being a spaz. Is that all right?
That's good.
Okay.
Now what we want to do we would like to take our knife and we want to cut the top surface here, a little cross in it. With a nice sharp knife, cutting across again.
And what does that do?
Now that's going to allow it to open up more. So at this point, we're ready to bake it.
Okay, so it gets baked in an oven of what temperature?
We're going to bake it in the oven at 400 degrees.
For 25 minutes?
About 25 minutes.
Okay.
So here we have these already baking.
God, those look beautiful.
And you see we have a nice golden brown. And you also notice they don't give in the middle. But the biggest test is when we turn it upside down. And you might even want to take your cloth and hold it, turn it upside down, and it sounds hollow. It doesn't give.
Is that true with all breads?
Pretty much all breads. That's what you're looking for.
So will you cut a slice for me, or should I pull off a chunk, or?
Let's just break it.
Break
Let's break bread.
We're breaking bread together?
Break bread. Why not? It's a wonderful thing.
Do you want some of this?
Sure. Looks delicious, like the
I'm
golden
giving it
color.
a bit with the raisins. Oh my God, the caraway adds so much. Well, Chef, thank you so much. This Irish soda bread is so delicious, and it's actually incredibly easy to make. So
Definitely. I mean, and that's what's nice about it. You could come home while you're cooking dinner. First thing you did was you made the bread, had the oven warming up, put it right in, baked it, and had fresh bread with dinner every night.
the Irish don't have to just be the lucky ones. The rest of us can do it too with this.
Every day.
All right. Chef, thank you so much.
Thank you.